Hi, this is Troy and welcome to another CPA Lead tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to use the interstitial ad. So here are the options for templates that we have available for the interstitial ad. We have an adjustable desktop interstitial. This is the one that you can actually change the number of rows and columns as you'd like, and it'll actually update the HTML code when you click Generate Code. This is the only one that you can adjust the rows and columns on. These other templates you can't. So once we have that selected, this first template, you can take a look and see how that looks. This is how this one would appear if you just click on a link. As you see, it appears we have a countdown timer, and then after it's done counting down, there's an option to skip. Once you click skip, it goes to the destination source. So basically, you can turn any link on your website to trigger an interstitial ad after the interstitial ad is complete and counts down from whatever amount of time that you want all the way down to 0. The option to skip or close will appear, and then they will be sent to the destination of that link. If you just want to give your visitors the option to just close with no timer, so there's no delay at all, there's just an option to close. If they don't want to interact with the ad, you can do that. And you can also assign which setup you want to use if the user is using a mobile device. So if we detect your visitor is using a mobile device, you can actually instruct them to go to a different interstitial ad that you designed. And the reason behind that is maybe this one design works a lot better in desktop and it's optimized for desktop, and you want to use a different ad for mobile that'll fit your mobile, that'll target mobile users perfectly. So that's the reason why you'd want to use that feature. If you have a mobile responsive design that you're using, then you'd only need to use one design. Or if you don't plan on targeting mobile users at all, then you don't even have to worry about it. And then, as you can see, we have other templates here. This is a mobile full page. This would pop up just like what we saw on the desktop, and it would count down all the way to 0, or you can just have a close button on there, or you can also just iframe it and drop it into your mobile site. So here's an example of the New York Times. As you can see, we put it right into the body of the New York Times. So the footer and the header of the New York Times appears, and then after it counts down to 0, the user would click skip or close and then proceed to the article on New York Times. So that's how that would work in that example. Then we also have overlays. So instead of opening up a whole new page, this would simply appear right over the current page, and behind it, you can actually still see the current page. This is a less jarring experience. It kind of lets the user know that they're still on the same page. All they have to do is wait for this timer to end, and then the content behind will be revealed, or it will forward to the next page. So that's how that works. We have a version for desktop and mobile. So after you're done setting up your HTML code, you can design it however you want. Same with the CSS. You can pick any colors, font color you want, font size, font type. You have complete control over that. The only thing that we have to caution you against, you can't tell your visitors to click on your ads. If you do that, we'll have to suspend or ban your account. It's very easy for us to detect that, and we have to do that to protect our advertisers. And the last part here is you want to assign the class that will trigger the interstitial. So the point of doing this is basically on your website, you only want certain links to trigger the interstitial. So like for instance, when someone clicks on an article to read, you want it to call the interstitial, what you would do is basically assign any article title the class that matches what we would name here. Or you can assign this to an existing class. So for instance, if you just wanted to say H3, then anything that's H3 tag on your website would trigger the interstitial. Or if you call your article titles, you just call them title, whatever class you use for the link, um, you'd want to define it here. This way, the script knows which links trigger interstitial on your website. Then once you're done here, give it a name, any name you want, and then save it. After you save it, you'll be sent to the manage page, and on the manage page you'll get the placement code for your interstitial. Then from there you copy and paste the placement code onto your website, and then you'll want to double check to make sure that the links on your website match and have this class, whatever name of this class that you defined here. If it matches, then when you click on that link on your website, as you saw in this example, let's say you had a link that went to CPA lead, and this is the class that you defined, it would trigger the interstitial. So it's that easy. Thank you for checking out this tutorial. If you have any questions, feel free to ask below. Thank you.